I said, hey, and he looked at me, and I said, I think I want to teach. And then eventually we circled back to that conversation, and it started with, okay, well, if you're going to teach, then you need to assist. And so he put me in a class with Carla, another one of my teachers and friends, and he said, okay, you're going to have to assist Carla. So I had to learn her warm up, and I had to be in front and assist and do it a million times, and if she wasn't there, that type of thing. And so after that, then he said, well, now you have to assist me. So
man.
Here we go again, and with Peter Anthony, and assisting him. So it was a process. And it makes sense because, like I said, it was random. I didn't grow up dancing.
Yeah.
Yes, he's seen me, here in the studio and taking classes and, various styles, but I didn't necessarily have the background that someone would normally have, to do this. And so after that, then the opportunity came up for me to sub a class when someone wasn't going to be there. And of course, I said yes, and it went well. And so then I subbed again. I want to say this is all that same year, 2014. So now we're probably like October, November. And then after those 2 classes that I subbed, Miss Margaret came to me and she said, how about we give you a class when we come back from break in January?
Man.
And so that was my first class, my name on the lineup. And it went well, and then from there it was, hey, let's give you another slot. We usually had that Tuesday, Thursday slot. And since it just kept going from there. So I got a Tuesday, then I got a Thursday, and then I got a Saturday. And then I got a Monday. Next thing you know, I'm teaching 4 or 5 days a week. And it just kind of progressed from there. But I also put in the work. I considered it, one, it was a connection to my friend. And so I cherished that and I honored that. And if I'm going to show up and do something, I want to really show up and do it. And I also felt like I had something to prove because I wasn't the typical dancer. I didn't have the background. I didn't work at Disney or Universal and in the theme park world. So, and there are all of these people who are amazing, and they do. So I felt like I had something to prove. And even year 9 and 10, I always still carry a little bit of that. I have something to prove. But it worked, and I was consistent. And whether it was one person showing up, 2 people showing up, I taught the class the same way. I poured into that class and into them. I always considered it an honor for any person to show up and pay their money to take class with me. That's always been my perspective. And I think that carried over and that paid off and allowed me to do the things that I was meant to do. And so although it started off because of a sad occurrence or a sad event, it blossomed into this great thing that I believe was destined to be and allowed me to do a lot of amazing things and meet a lot of great people.